Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Off the play fake. Holland. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage, being the road. Up a score that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Off play action. Holland. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Quez Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Eagles hit 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Mayfield's throw pulled in by Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders have recovered. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. To throw on 2nd down. Holland going up top. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is caught at the 20.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Raiders just continue to roll.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Holland. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On 4th down, Holland. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Kene Nwangu.
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Raiders continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, hey, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Check right.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Raiders get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Off the play fake, Holland. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, Holland. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 9. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Holland escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Here we go.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Let's go.
On the give is Nwangu, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.